Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com and markrushtongallery.com. It is Wednesday, June 29th, 2022, and was on the road today. I had to do some work, personal work, and some personal issue things, and was on the road a bit. But now I'm back here, obviously back here in the studio. And this video is called, Atmospherics Rather Than Keyboards. Atmospherics rather than keyboards. And so I want to talk about these recent interviews I've seen with Richard Barbieri, who used to be in Japan 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago, and is currently sort of the keyboard atmospherics guy in Porcupine Tree, who I know almost nothing about. And I kind of just want to riff on that here a little bit. But in the meantime, just mostly talking about music and stuff like that. But first, the daily chat, whether it's art or music, whether it's my art or my music. I always like to start off with the Instagram picture or reel of the day here. And so I'm down. I hit 150 followers, and now I'm down to 149, but that's okay. It fluctuates. And as the number goes up, it will continue to fluctuate, right? And so I can't do a reel because there's something wrong with Instagram Reels, and I couldn't reach the audio library. And then when I could, it was a little janky. So I just posted a little picture here, and it's sort of like why I make Instagram Reels. And these are some of the numbers. Whether they mean anything or not is a whole nother thing. But I like making them, and they do help increase my follower count. So maybe people are actually interested in this sort of content. I don't know. So, but I like to throw a little bit of music in there as well, whether it be my music or other people's music. I've used a wide range of music recently, including Paul Weller and West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Bunny the Butcher. There's a bunch of others in there as well. So that's kind of where that's going. Just trying out different things. I was going to do one today with Colorbox, that 4AD band from the mid 80s, but everything was kind of crapping out. And then once I could make the video, I couldn't finish making the video. So there we go. So who am I? I'm Mark Rushton. I'm a painter, recording artist, podcaster, and host of this occasional video program about music and fine art. And just kind of chatting today. So I want to get over here to kind of the topic of the day. And of course, you can follow along on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch for live stuff. And then I'm on the other alternative sites as well: BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey. And the connection is unstable. Let's wait until the connection is stable. Let's just hold on here. I don't know why the connection is unstable. I'm on the good internet. I'm on the good ship internet here. Let's wait for things to wait for those bars to come back up. Is it going to come back? It's just the internet in this house. It's just, there we go. It went from 1 to 2. Can we get to 3? Can I get a 3? There we go. We're back to normal. What in the world is the matter with this internet in this house? I think the house is cursed. So anyway, these interviews with I don't know anything about Porcupine Tree. I did listen to part of their new album today when I was driving, and it's a little too King Crimson-y for me. It's a little too kind of late period Rush. It's a little too yes-ish. Particularly the drums. I know the drummer is also doubles at King Crimson currently, one of the 2 or 3 drummers in the band. And it's a little too much fills, too much. It's not my sort of thing. It's fine for other people, but I'm getting too old for that. And but listen, they're all very good musicians. It was interesting stuff. I will make it through the album. But the reason why I was listening to it was because of Richard Barbieri here, who used to be the keyboard player in the band Japan in the late '70s and early '80s. And I've kind of semi followed him throughout the years when he was playing with the other guys, Steve Jansen and Mick Karn as JPK. Uh, you know, these little areas where he gets slotted into over the years. Because the thing I always liked about Richard Barbieri was early on, particularly I think in the end, Rain Tree Crow, um, and I think he was on some of the David Sylvian solo albums too. He would be credited with things like atmospherics, right? Atmospherics. So he was a kind of a he played keyboards, he had synthesizers and all that sort of stuff, but he'd be credited with atmospherics, and I love that. I love that designation that has always stuck with me. And whenever I see that sort of thing, I appreciate it. And that's conscious. I can't pronounce it. It's thoughtful. It's very descriptive of what he does. He's probably can play keyboards to a certain extent, obviously, but he's more into the sounds and the changing of the this and that. And these interviews here with Steven Wilson, the leader of Porcupine Tree, bear that out. And it's fun to kind of watch both of them talk about the songwriting, and then they talk about different things that they've done over the years in some of the other parts of the interviews. So these are the little short interviews, 7 or 8 minutes, well produced. And there comes a point here about 7 minutes or so into the interview where they both admit, both Steven Wilson and Richard Barbieri admit, we don't read music. We don't read music. And I was just like, good. I like how like people who have been like lifelong recording artists, musicians or whatever, they don't read music. I just there's nothing wrong with reading music and knowing all the music theory in the world, like their drummer. I think is like that. Those guys are just on a whole different level. But I also appreciate slotting in somebody, like Richard, and of course Steven's the leader, so he can do what he wants, right? But not reading music and sort of getting that interpreted and getting that understood what is going on there with the music, and without purposefully writing it out that way. It just sort of flows that way. But great explanation here on just like, I'm more into the sound and improvisation and twiddling the knobs. And I was just like, that is so, I watched the interview twice. It was so good. So really like seeing that sort of thing, particularly as somebody like me who works in the, let's hold on here real quick. Where's my box of goodies? Here's my box of goodies right here. So I'm going to shrink Richard down here. We're going to go to the box of goodies here. I think this is it. Yes. And so, I do work with some instruments, and it's just odd things like bass clarinets and kalimbas and what are the other instruments a lap steel. But mainly I work out of software apps. And so I've got my little case of goodies here, which are 2 Empress boxes, an Echo System, and a reverb, and then my new Electro Harmonix pitchforks. It's like a pitch shifting type of thing. So this is, and of course everything is falling out of the case here that I have up top, which is batteries and plugs and stuff like that. So very compact system. I really don't want it to get, I've got it zip up the sides there, I really don't want it to get more complex than that. I thought with, when I got the Empress reverb, I thought that was great. A lot of knob twiddling, not so much, there's no menus on that really. And then when I got the Echo System, the Empress Echo System, again, more knob twiddling, chaining it together, and then just getting this beautiful as Richard called it, otherworldly sounds. And it was just like, yeah, that's great. And then throwing on the pitch shifting, where you pitch shift kind of both sides of the note, and you can designate how many cents or octaves you want it to go up or down on either side. And just so neat. And I've made new stuff, and I've got stuff scheduled for release that I've made recently. On August 1st, I made a video about that sort of thing here coming up here soon. So there's a new Mark Rushton track that's like 15 minutes long, and then a couple of calmer feeling tracks. And I've got so much more in the stockpile, but I think most of that probably won't come out till fall or late fall, something like that. Anyway, just a real short little note today, and sort of, just I will listen to the rest of the album. It's fine for I get modern progressive rock and all that sort of stuff. It's very quality and competent, but it's not the sort of thing that I normally listen to. I'm really into lots of different things, but it's not bad. But anyway, just atmospherics. That's such a great term. And uh it, just play. That's it. I'm done. I'm talking just nothing but good. Nothing. Really appreciate the sounds that he has produced over the years, particularly I would say I um Japan's cover of All Tomorrow's Parties, the Velvet Underground song. That cover, um, the atmospherics in the background, it's just amazing, amazing. That song's more than 40 years old, and I heard it back in the early 80s, and I continue to hear it, and it's always great because of that atmospheric backing. That is it for today. Probably won't be on later with another chatty or whatever, because I got stuff going on. But anyway, just wanted to make this video, just a nice positive video, and talk to you later.